Hi, Sabrina here with another tutorial for you, and this is a 3-month Pooh Bear beanie for a 3-month-old. And it's pretty much for like 3 to 6 months depending on the child, but pretty much 3 months. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use a 4mm hook, which I have here. We're going to be using gold Super Saver yarn. This is Red Heart Super Saver yarn, the color gold you want to get. We have red and black. You're going to be needing 2 buttons for the eyes, crochet marker, tapper's needle. So let's start our project here. We're going to start by making a slip knot. Wrap the yarn over your fingers twice, tuck it from behind, pull it over, put your hook through, release it off your hook, and chain up 4. Wrap the yarn over and pull it through the loop. There's a chain 1. Wrap the yarn over, pull it through the loop, chain 2. Wrap the yarn over, pull it through the loop, chain 3. Wrap the yarn over, pull it through the loop, chain 4. Now we're going to be working in our last chain, which is right here. As you can see, you can pull it open or close, and that's by just grabbing the loose end. So what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet into that last chain 11 times. We're counting this one as our double crochet already. So to do a double crochet, you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook first, then you're going to go into that loop, pull it right through. You're going to have 3 on your hook, wrap the yarn over. You're going to pull through the first 2, just like so. Then you're going to wrap your yarn over and pull through the last 2, just like so. Let me show you again. We're going to do this 11 times. This is already 1 time. So let's wrap the yarn over our hook, go into that same chain, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, wrap the yarn over and pull it through the last 2. There's your double crochet. One more time and then we're going to continue on. Wrap the yarn over, go into that same chain, pull it right through, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2. So now you should know how to do a double crochet, and we just did 3. So let's continue on until we have 11. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Pull tightly on that loose string to bring in all your center in, just like so. Then you're going to slip stitch on the top of your first chain 3, which is right there. Wrap the yarn over your hook, pull it through, and then pull it through again the other loop. Wrap the yarn over and chain up 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to do a double crochet into the same stitch as a chain 2, which is right here. And now what we're going to do is put 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. These are our stitches right here, these 2 loops that you see right here. And we're going to go into those 2 loops every time. So we're going to wrap the yarn over our hook. We're going to go into those loops, pull right through, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2. Wrap the yarn over, go right back into that same stitch again because you got to have 2 in the same stitch. So wrap the yarn over, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have 2 double crochets, 1 and 2 into the same stitch. We're going to do that all the way around by putting 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. There's 1, I'm going right back to the same stitch again, and 2. Okay, I'm at the very end. I'm going to slip stitch on the top of my chain 3, just like so. Chain up 2, 1, 2. We're going to double crochet into the same stitch as a chain 2. So wrap the yarn over, go into that same stitch, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2. The next stitch we're going to put 1 double crochet. The next stitch you're going to put 2 double crochets. The next stitch you want to put 1 double crochet. The next stitch you want to put 2 double crochets. And we're doing a pattern, and we're repeating that pattern all the way around. 1 double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next. And you just repeat that pattern all the way through until you get back to the beginning. So we just did 2. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next. One double crochet in the next, 2 in the next. Repeat that pattern until you get all the way to the beginning again. I'm on my last one. I'm going to slip stitch on the top of our first chain 2. Just like so. I'm going to chain up 2, 1, 2, double crochet into the same stitch as a chain 2. Now I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets into the next. So I'm doing another pattern, double crochet, 2 double crochets. I'm repeating that pattern all the way around. So I just did 2, so the next 2 stitches I'm going to put 1 double crochet in each one. And then the next stitch I'm going to put 2 double crochets in the same stitch. One double crochet in each of the 2 stitches. 1, the next one, 1. Then the next stitch is 2 double crochets into the same stitch. one double crochet in the next, one double crochet in the next, two double crochets. Repeat that pattern until we get back to the beginning. Slip stitch on the top of your first chain, 2, chain up 2, now what we're going to do is double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So you're going to go into your next stitch and double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, and repeat that all the way around, one double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around till you get back to the beginning. Okay, now I'm at the end. I'm going to slip stitch on the top of my chain 2 and chain up 2, and I'm going to do the same thing again and double crochet in each stitch all the way around. We're going to do that all the way up to the 12th row, and right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So I'm going to continue on off camera and finish this up and go up to my 12th row. So you want to do the same thing, just continue double crocheting in each stitch all the way around till you get to the end, slip stitch, chain up 2, and repeat the pattern again until you get to the 12th row. Okay, I'm at my 12th row. I'm going to slip stitch on the very top, and I'm going to fasten off from here. So I get my scissors, cut kind of a long tail, not too much. You just want it enough to be able to sew in or crochet over, and it won't unravel later. And you're just going to slip stitch this and pull that thread all the way through. Pull nice and tight, and here we are with the 3-month-old baby Beanie. So now what we're going to do is we are going to start the red yarn for the bottom. The red yarn, we are basically just going to be going into where you left off at. You want to go back 2 to 3 stitches. I'm going to go back 3. I'm going to attach my yarn by folding it in half, pulling it right through, chaining up 1, so I wrap the yarn over, pull through, and now I'm going to half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. To half double crochet, you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook, go into the next stitch over, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn over. You got 3 on your hook, wrap the yarn over, pull through all 3. Let me show you that again. Wrap the yarn over, go into the next stitch over, wrap the yarn over, pull it right through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through all 3. Now we're going to do that all the way around. Just wrap the yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through all 3, and as you can see, that's a half double crochet. So we're going to continue that all the way around till we get back to the beginning here. Because, you know, Pooh Bear has this red t-shirt on. This isn't like to show his little red t-shirt, pretty much. The redness in his shirt. I have my loose ends down so I can just crochet right over them, as you can see here, and when I get to the end they'll be gone. I don't have to sew them in. It's just laying it right on top of the stitches, and then you just crochet and you're having them right into the center of your half double crochet. Okay, my last one, I'm going to slip stitch on the top of our chain one. And we're going to fasten off from here. So get your scissors, cut a tail, pull it right through, pull nice and tight. Now you want to get that crochet, the tamper's needle, and sew in your ends. I like to go into the stitches and back down again. It locks it in place. Then it won't unravel later. Whatever loose end is left over, I'm just going to cut it off. And you want to do that to the top here. So let me take this inside out. See this very top here where we did it? You want to sew that in. And to do that, I like to go around the circle and then back around again. So here I am going around the circle. Pull nice and tight, bring that center in even more in, and now I'm going the opposite way. Whatever is left over, I'm just going to cut off. Now we have the beanie done. Now we have to do the features, starting with the snout. Okay, so now for the snout, I'm going to make a slip knot. Chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. You're going to join with your first chain with the slip stitch, just like so. Chain up 1. And what we're going to do is work in the center just like we did with the beanie. Actually, no, not with the beanie. We're going to work in the center, sorry. Right in that center of that hole, we're going to single crochet. So you're going to put your hook through, wrap the yarn over your hook, pull it through. You got 2 on your hook, wrap the yarn over, and pull through both loops. Let me show you again. Go right into the center, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through both loops. Go right into the center, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2. So you just did 3 single crochets. We're going to continue on until we have 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now if you get cramped like I did, what I do is I hold down this one and I start pulling this part down. That's it. And it gives me more room to crochet with. Now on the top of our first single crochet, we're going to slip stitch. Chain up 1. Single crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1. And we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. The next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Actually, let's go back, take 1 out, sorry. Chain up 1 and single crochet back in there, sorry. So it's single crochet, chain 1, single crochet into that same stitch. So now we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. This stitch we're going to do the same thing. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, single crochet back into that same stitch. Now the last 3 stitches you want to single crochet. 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to slip stitch on our chain 1. Chain up 1, we're going to single crochet into that same stitch, actually, and we're going to single crochet all the way up to our chain 1, which would be right here. If you need to put a marker there, go ahead. That's why I told you we have markers here. For you beginners, if you need to mark your chains so you can't see them that well, that way you know where your chains are at, go ahead. It's very, very simple to do. See? So these are my 2 points right here. So I'm going to single crochet up to my marker. When I get to the marker, you want to pull it out at that chain 1. We're going to do that again. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet back into that same stitch. And you want to put your marker back into your new chain 1, just like so. Now we're going to single crochet to the next marker. Here we are. Now we're going to take it out, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Now where the chain 1 is at, you want to put your marker back in. And we're going to single crochet back down. Slip stitch on the first, chain up 1, single crochet back into that same stitch again of the same chain 1. Now we're going to single crochet up to the marker again, 1, get to the marker, take it out, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Put your marker back in. We're single crocheting back to the other marker. We're back at the other marker. I'm taking it out, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all into the same stitch. Put your marker into the chain 1 stitch and single crochet back down. Slip stitch on the top, chain up 1. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to single crochet into the same stitch as the chain 1, single crochet all the way down in each stitch till we get to the marker. We're at the marker, take your marker out, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Put your marker into your chain stitch and single crochet to the next marker. Okay, I'm at my next marker. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Place my marker into my chain, single crochet back to the beginning. Slip stitch on the top, your first stitch, and our nose is pretty much good right there. So this round we're going to chain up 1, and we're just going to single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So when you get to the chain 1, like I did here, I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to single crochet into that stitch. Now I'm going to go all the way to the next, on each stitch, single crochet till we get to the next marker. I'm going to take that marker out, single crochet into that stitch, and single crochet back down again. We're at the end here, so I'm just going to slip stitch on my first chain 1. Actually, I got one more stitch to go, sorry. Slip stitch. And I actually like that size. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, that's a good size right there. So I'm going to keep it at that level right there. For the snout, I'm fastening off here, so I cut my thread. I'm going to pull it all the way through. I'm going to take my crochet needle right here, my tapper's needle. I keep on saying crochet needle. My tapper's needle. And I'm going to sew it in just like we did at the beginning. I go all the way around. And then I'm going to go right back down again. The opposite way. Whatever is left over, I'm just going to cut it off here. This part I'm not worried about because I'm going to use it as stuffing, so I'm going to put it right in here. And we're going to stuff that as soon as we put our little nose on there. So to get our little nose, we're going to need the black yarn. Make a slip knot. And we're going to chain up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single crochet into the second chain from the hook and single crochet all the way back down. Okay, turn your work around, single crochet in the second stitch from the hook, and single crochet all the way down. I think this nose is just going to be a little too big, but we'll see right now. Turn your work around, single crochet into the second one from the chain. Turn your work around, single crochet in the second one from the chain, from the hook I mean, sorry, keep on saying chain. Turn your work around, single crochet into the second one from the hook, and we're going to fasten off from here. So that's the little nose. That's going to go right on the top of here, just like so. So I'm going to sew in my ends first before I start sewing around. I'm going to use that for stuffing. All your loose ends are great for stuffing. So now I'm just going to need a piece of yarn, long tail of a yarn, so we can sew the nose on. Before I do that, I'm going to take this stuff out because I don't want it in there while I'm doing this. And I'm going to get a good part of this. I'm liking it right here. So now I'm going to start from the middle here because you want it on the top of your first. You see how we did the triangle right here? Okay, this is going to go on the top right here of the first triangle. There's an edge here, there's an edge here. You want to have it right in the center of that. And you want to start from the middle and start sewing this on. Hold that down with my thumb. Just didn't get in the way. And you see how it's not at the very end? I'm leaving some of the gold right there. It's just going to be right at the tip, and that's it. Okay, so I have one more at the end here. I'm going to tie the two ends together. Double tie. And now I'm just going to feed this yarn right into the center all the way through, coming out from the inside. See that? Because that's going to be filling. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Hopefully I can do it with my needle. If not, then I'll use my hook. Yeah, I'm going to use my hook. So I'm going to go right into the center here. Push my hook through. Pull it right through because my tail's kind of short. And now this is all going to be stuffing for the inside. And I'm going to need a lot more than this, so let me get my scraps that I have here. And I just use scrap yarn for my stuffing for my nose. It's recycling, seriously. And when you wash it, don't worry about it peeking through or anything like that. I've thrown these in the washing machine for my kids, and nothing comes out. I mean, all the stitches stay. It's great. So this is our snout. I'm good with the stuffing on that, and it's going to go right here. You want to have it right above the last stitch right here. You see that? The row? You're going to have it right above that because we're going to give them a smiley face too. So it's right in between that one and the next 5 rows. And you want to have it right in the center. So now I'm going to get the gold yarn, get a long tail, one that's going to go all the way around, thread my needle, and I'm going to start sewing this on. I'm going to start from the bottom here so that way it's centered right in the middle. And I'm working above my stitches. I get the very, very top of my stitches. I don't go all the way in and out. I'm just grabbing the first loop and in we go. That's it. So now I'm going to hold it in place with my thumb and start going around, getting the very top of my stitches and sewing this nose on. See how I just grab that little top stitch, and now I'm just going to grab the edge of this and start sewing it on. I'm on the top here, making sure everything is even. I'm going to keep on adjusting it, making sure it's even. If you do it uneven, you can always take out your stitches and redo it again. Now I'm along the other side. Holding everything down with my thumb and just working it with one hand. It's kind of hard, but I get it. Okay, we're at the end here now. I'm going to go one more time in the center. Now I'm going to cut the rest of this yarn off, tie a knot, get my needle again, and I'm going to just feed it right through the nose, and it becomes stuffing. Instead of having two little cut ends at the end here, see how I just feed it right through, and I'll cut it off from here and pull, and it's inside. Okay, so there's our nose. We have our two eyes right here. I'm going to sew those on, and I'm going to use black yarn. And we have to go in and out from the top here, so you want to have it, you want to make sure you know where you're going to put your eyes at. And I'm going to put my eyes right about there. See that? I'm going to do it like right in between my two rows, because there's going to be eyebrows on the top here, so I want to make sure I have enough room for the eyebrows. So I'm going to do it right there. So I got my hand in there. Start with one right here. Sew on my buttons. So I got one, cut that off. I'm going to sew in the other one. But I don't want to tie them down yet. I want to make sure that I have them even before I do. So now I'm going to start on this one. Okay, I'm going to look again. That looks pretty even to me. So now I turn my beanie inside out. And as you can see, I have these two strands. I'm going to just tie them in a knot and cut the little ends off. Just like so. So now we have the eyes. Let's do the eyebrows. You can either go with one strand, which I am not going to do. I'm actually going to make a chain and then go down probably. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to do a chain. Let me see what the chain looks like before I start. Yeah, I'm going to go with the chain because it's thicker and I like the way it looks. I want to make sure it's not too thick. So what we're going to do is make a slip knot. You're going to take your hook, release it off, and you're going to chain up 5. Wrap the yarn over your hook, pull it through the loop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leave a tail about that long so you can sew it in. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it right out like that. See that? Just pulling right on it. I'm going to pull really tight on that side and really tight on the other side. Then you get these little 4 chains. Make another one of the same one. Wrap the yarn over, chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leave a tail. Sew it in. And you're going to pull nice and long, just like that. And you're going to pull tight and tight. Now we're going to use the long part of the string, thread our needle, get our beanie over here, and his eyebrows, he always looks like he's sad, like if he's worried. So you want to make sure it's going slanted that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start sewing this go into one chain, out to the other one, just grabbing the very top stitches. Just like so. I'm going to get to the end here. I'm going to go right into the beanie. Pull that right through. Get my hook, do it to the other side. So I got my 2 strands here, and I'm just going to tie them together. Cut the yarn away, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So there's one eyebrow. And here's the second one. You want it right at the same area as the other one. Just like so. Pull that one all the way
I've gone
through.
ahead and already did the eyebrow. Now I'm going to show you how to do the ear. The ear is just like this. Looks like a little Pac-Man. And this will be the ear. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I already made one. You're going to make two of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a slip knot. Get your crochet hook. Release it on there. And we're going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are going to double crochet into the very first chain, which is the last chain from the hook. You're going to wrap your yarn over your hook, go right into that last chain, wrap the yarn over, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2, wrap the yarn over, pull through 2. Now what we did at the beginning of our beanie, that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to double crochet 11 times into the center. So we already did 1. Now we're going to do 10 more. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now what you're going to do is pull on that string to bring in the center, and you want to chain up 2. 1, 2. I'm going to turn the work around, and we're working on the opposite side now. We're going to put 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. So where the chain 2 is at, we're going to put a double crochet, and then the next chain all the way through, we're going to put 2 double crochets in each one. Okay, my last one more double crochet, and we're going to fasten off from here. You want to leave a tail because you're going to use that to sew that on. Pull that right through. Now the center, you want to sew this in so it doesn't open up on you. So get your needle here. And I'm just going around the circle, and then I'm going to go back around the other side. Now I'm turning it around and going back the opposite way. Just like so. Put the rest of it off. Now I have my tail here and I have this one right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew these on to the very top here. One on each side. So I'm going to thread my tail right here. And you're going to go onto the third row from the top of your beanie. So here's row 1, 2, 3. We're going into that third row right here on the side, and we're going to start sewing this on. When you're sewing it on, you want it to curve a little bit, as you can see here. So I'm just folding it in half pretty much, making sure it curves just a tad bit, just like so. See that? Now I'm just going to sew the rest of it on. Now turn it around, go back the other way. Now as you can see, I'm not going on the bottom here. I'm actually going into the top of the first row that we did on the ear. And the reason for that is for it to lift up when someone has it on their head. The ear won't flap down. It always stands up straight. And that one's sewed on. So I'm just going to bring it through, go right into the loop here, and knot it up. Just like so. I'll do it one more time to make sure it's secured on there. And double knot. Cut the rest of it off. And do the same thing to the other end. So now I'm threading my other ear. I'm going from the third row from the top on the opposite side now. I'm making sure my ear is folded just a little bit right there. Now I'm going to work on the opposite side. Make my little knot again. There's one. Do it one more time. And fasten off. Now he is almost done, isn't he cute? Now all we need to do now is make his little mouth. You're going to use the black yarn here, and we're going to make a chain of 24. So chain up 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's my 24. I'm going to leave a long tail so I can use that to sew it in. All nice and tight. Now I'm going to get my needle here. And like we did with the eyebrows, we're going to do the same technique. We're going to go in and on top of the chains and on top of our stitches. The mouth is going to be on the bottom of the snout, right at the base of the beanie and the snout, and the other two ends of it is going to come out and look like a little happy face, like so. So you want to make sure your chain is perfectly even before you start sewing it on, and I like the way that one is. And when you're sewing it on, don't pull on the string, the chain. You want to make sure it's on there perfectly. So you want to, if you pull on the chain, it's going to come out really long and you're not going to like the way it looks. So keep the stitches nice and loose and just go in and out of each chain. Just like what I'm doing here. I'm just holding it down. I'm not pulling on the chain. Just making sure it's nice and even, nice and straight, not curled in any places. And I'm going in and out of my chains. Out one and out the other. Going around the snout. And I am on the 3rd row. There we go. Making sure everything is even. Now we're working along the other side. At the very end here, I'm going to poke it all the way through and feed it from the insides because I want to tie the knot inside so it doesn't show from the outside. I'll just use my hook for this one. There we go. Pull that right through. Now you want to tie a knot. And cut the yarn off, just like so. Now, he is complete. There is the Winnie-the-Pooh, size 3 months, baby beanie. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, happy crocheting. Please comment and subscribe below.